Evening, folks. Back. Everybody's having a good Thursday night. I was just thinking about logging in to clear some of my dailies and my quests, so I figured I might as well fire up the stream if I'm just chilling. Evening, Josh. Alright, so no one drops in the list, obviously, so we're just passing to start. We're guaranteed to have Domino on 2. We've got an alright curve after that. We've got Green Goblin on 3 into Rescue on 4. And then obviously we could have follow Rescue up with Shang-Chi, but hopefully we'll have a different, more ideal play to follow her up. Right, there's Domino. Well, a little bit more than Domino it would seem. Let's play Dr. Doom, shall we? Get those Doom bots into play. I like this edition. It's a hot location currently, obviously, but I like on average its addition to the game. Opponent snapped. I've got my Shang-Chi in my hand right now, which usually is a pretty good counter to most big things people could do. Could be like an early Mr. Negative, I guess. It's a pretty solid turn 2 from them. I'm gonna go ahead and Green Goblin into Kunlun, I think. Try and lock them out of one of their potential things they could do with Lockjaw here. It's a little unfortunate on the priorities there, but their Lockjaw is locked out now, and that is not a particularly strong path here with Taskmaster into that. I think I'm actually going to snap them on this now. I'm going to slide Rescue mid, and we actually picked up Captain Marvel as the follow-up here. Captain Marvel following up Rescue is really strong because you get to trigger Rescue's +5 power, but then Captain Marvel doesn't actually commit herself to that path since she can move around. So we'll predictably drop this here in the middle, and then we'll kind of wait and see what they do here to determine whether or not we want to Shang-Chi plus Domino on the last turn, or if we believe in a little bit of magic to try and slide into a turn 7. Pretty large Iron Man in the middle.
I am
Iron Man. Okay, so we've got double Iron Mans here. Magneto pushes all sorts of stuff around. I'm gonna play Magic to the right and see what they do, because I have the flexibility to Domino plus Magneto on the last turn. Might still end up bouncing out here. Huh. So that probably means we're just torched, right? They've still got 2 cards in their hand, hitting this and bumping up everything. They're 26 and 44. Oh, and I wiped off the thing that would have made this cheaper, right? Yeah, I'll just bounce out. Evening, folks. What's going on, Truck? Alex, we just fired up for the evening. Pegasus Project is a brand new location. It is the hot location currently. Yeah, I forgot to count that Magneto was gonna go back to 6, but it also just didn't matter. And I'm really surprised we hit a bot at this time of day. Kinda disappointing, honestly. We're hitting bots during evening US time. The bot experience in Marvel Snap is pretty awful. The game is much better when you get to play with actual people. If you're someone that hasn't caught my my live stuff before, bot matches are semi-frequent. When I try and record highlights, I try to make sure I don't include bot matches. Because the bots, they're just like, the bots are like this, right? Like, they carnage their own deathlock because they're just that stupid, or they carnage their own deathlock because they're that stupid, or they're omnipotent and they just like beat you regardless of what you do. There's not a lot of middle ground. Yes, I think ideally when the game actually launches, we will only ever have bots for players sub rank 30 to kind of inject extra cubes into the system. All right, well, let's Magneto and kill some of their stuff here. I think we're far enough ahead that I'm gonna snap them here. Evening, Mark. Yeah, I was like looking at my phone, sitting on the couch looking at my phone, and I was like, clear through these missions because I wanna try and finish the battle pass. One of the battle pass things is finish your weekly challenge, so probably finish, play 4 cost cards. I need to up my collection level. I'll have to. Actually running a little low on credits. We'll finish these quests up and get some. So bring some cards up. Evening, Marty. By the way, shout out to the 13 people that tapped the like button, by the way. For those of you that are new to the YouTube streaming side of things, there is a like button just like on regular YouTube videos that helps the content reach more people. So if you feel like helping me out, go ahead and tap the thing.
Right on time.
If there's justice chat, this will be a bar with no name or the negative zone. You spend gold bars on. Currently, just additional credits. But, currently just additional credits, but I would, if you're a free-to-play or low spender, I would recommend holding on to your excess credits for the, or your excess gold for the time being. Until we know how they intend to monetize, the end game. Evening Niv. Alright, so we need to play to win these two spots, obviously, because Professor Cheese is locking down the left. That being said, with Killmonger, probably not too big of a deal. That's a Magneto. I think the fact that they choked my spot here means I'm gonna Killmonger this turn and then just play into Magneto next turn. Magneto Green Goblin with Kingpin's a little bit of a non-bow in a way. Hey, our opponent believes in magic. So now I gotta decide, do I... Do I leave room for Marvel to jump over here? Probably not. She's only 6, right? I think we just Doombot and get both of these. Just like plus a bunch in both the spots. So long, friend. Thanks for the cubes. Nice, Professor Cheese.
Victory.
So I'm gonna ask, do you think you should be saving credits for new content? So I would assume, and again, this is an assumption, that you will not be able to ever buy brand new card releases with credits from collection level. It looks like all of the new cards as they're added to the game are going to be buy for cash or gold or wait 2 months for them to hit the collection track. So if you're someone who's going to be willing to wait 2 months to get a new card, you can save credits reasonably for the collection track if your account is maxed out. However, I'm just spending credits as I get card artworks I'm looking to buy because I want my cards to be shiny that I like. And there is variants and stuff there. I don't expect to ever get another new card from the collection track because I intend to buy new cards for cash via whatever mechanism they release them for, because having new cards right away is important for content. So you can't play cards here after 4. That does not include things like Doombot adding cards or Captain Marvel sliding herself in. Man, another bot, huh? That's frustrating. Oh, it's only +5. I was like, can I play both? Because it's 8 mana. I love Dr. Doom. I think he's one of my favorite 6-drops. Dr. Doom and Magneto are my 2 favorite 6s. So there's no advantage. That's my understanding. And obviously, I do not work for Marvel Snap, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but I would be surprised if it's not going to work the way in which I am describing. Yeah, I think they tried to change how matchmaking works a little bit based on collection level, is my understanding. And yeah, it definitely feels like I'm getting punished for having my collection level progressed. Kiln, Klin, chat, they're all fucking made up words. Don't worry about how I pronounce the made up fantasy land, okay? I promise you you'll be okay regardless of which words fall out of my mouth. Your mid-thousands you rarely ever see a bot. Yeah, half or more of my matches are bots. Probably close to 75%, honestly. We could lose this. The bot doesn't think so. The bot doesn't think so. Ooh, I get to upgrade our Marvel again. I bought her out of the shop tonight, Chip. We're up to 38 people who did me a favor and tapped the like button. Shout out to you all. Says we got 78 people in here right now, though, so I think a few more could stumble their way into it. Pretend it's a snap button, chat, and you've got Mr. Negative in your opener. Crush it. I swear to you, chat, Icebox always hits the card I need to play most on curve. Always, always, always.
Right on time.
I like playing Domino into the danger room, chat, because she's lucky, okay? I am still doing deck building commissions, and yes, they are 10 USD.
Escaped.
So you stream Magic on Twitch and Snap here, or it's just whenever you feel like it. I do a little bit of Snap and other things on Twitch too, but yeah, my Twitch is primarily Magic the Gathering. For people that aren't familiar with me, I've been doing content as a full-time job since the start of 2018. I've been doing Magic content in general for about a decade before that. Started about 2011, 2012, a decade total, I guess, not a decade before full-time. But Magic is primarily how I pay my bills. It'll be sweet if the Snap stuff popped up a little bit and I was able to do more of it, but it's fun. I don't mind doing a little bit here and there in my spare time. I think this game's got a ton of potential. I think once we get a full release, Snap's likely going places.
What are the odds?
Prefer not to play into Strange Academy if I can avoid it. I'd rather have a little control over what's going where. Now, that being said, sliding Green Goblin into here is actually quite funny because it could kick Green Goblin into the Sanctum and win us that location. So let's slide them over that one. Dr. Doom lets us slide our friends across the board too. Yeah, earlier today and then tomorrow on Twitch will be 100% Magic because they had a set release and their standard format rotated. Yeah, the Dominaria thing was a brand new set release. I guess Sanctum kind of changes the dynamic of playing to Strange Academy, huh? Which is just kind of the wonderful glory of location variance in this game. Where, like, the location's impact kind of change the dynamic of what you want to be doing where. Infinaut, speaking of what I want to be doing where, I guess we're Shang-Chiing this turn. Snap before we do that. I love this marble variant too. We spent 750 gold on that one very quickly. Already winning, right? And actually, okay, so something's kind of cute. We talked about Magneto being kind of anti-synergy with Green Goblin earlier, but it kind of combos here, right? If I Magneto middle, he's going to suck the Green Goblin in. So it's kind of like I'm putting 15 here, and I'm still winning right because it's wave into Quicksilver. All right, let's do it. Go. This is actually kind of a banger. Okay, yeah, getcha. Sweet. Fun game.
Victory.
The magic set release went pretty well overall. It's good. It's as good as magic gets. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm old. Maybe it's because I've just played Magic for 2 decades, but I don't know. Just not a huge fan of Magic variants anymore. Playing other modern games like Runeterra and Snap and Hearthstone, it's just like makes Magic hard to stomach sometimes, even when it's good. Yeah, there's some neat designs for sure. Alright, do we just play a stat stick on one? Or do we play Captain Marvel for a little finesse? I'll play the stat stick on one.
Always lucky.
I guess I'll just wave here. So that way, sure. So that way we can Captain Marvel on 4, because we're not going to be able to Captain Marvel on 5 because of the Dream Dimension. So getting her down now sounds great. Shang-Chi? Location variance in this game gives me some feels bad sometimes. Yeah, all locations suck sometimes, chat. People hate losing to variance. That's just like reality. The really great thing about Snap, though, is that the games are short. And short games makes it much easier to shrug off bad variants. Alright, so I think we Kingpin here, Killmonger here. Actually, I guess we just play both of these here, right? Because Captain Marvel could jump maybe if we need her to. Let's do that. Hey, so long, Sunspot. Man, we beat the turn 1 leader copier Magneto into... Yeah, good stuff. Into Professor Cheese. Love it. Every time Professor Cheese loses, an angel gets its winged ship. Yeah, the cube system in Marvel Snap also does an incredible amount to mitigate location variance and stuff as well. Just because it's like, oh, you don't like whatever locations you hit? Okay, just like, retreat. It's like not a big deal. I was gonna roll a couple extra missions. I don't really need credits anymore, but I want to finish this, complete a full weekly challenge, so I need to play through all of these. Well, so Sanctum, for example, does give you a lot of chances to play around it at the deck building portion, right? Captain Marvel, Vision, Nightcrawler, Squirrel Girl, Doctor Dooms. There are a ton of different deck building things you can do to let you play into a location like Sanctum. Are you up for a deck donation to build Sara-Wave and just pull 2? Yeah, definitely done. I think you could build something really usable with that. Hey, thanks for dropping by, Michael. Tap the like button on your way out if you have a second. Thanks to that. 59 people have done that already. Appreciate you all. It's always an easy way to support the stuff. Just a little bit of interaction. The YouTube algorithm loves that little guy. There's gonna be a Domino into Clin, Wave into Clin, Magneto into Space Throne angle. I appreciate it. I'm hoping when we get whatever the patches come in next week, we fix this. Oh wait, do I just Polaris the Space Throne now? Oh, that's the line, chat. Just Polaris the Space Throne and pull Colossus over. Oh, Colossus can't move. That's fine. We found someone else. That's fine. Everything worked out. I'm dumb, chat. I'm a big dumb stupid. Ignore how stupid I am. I'm supposed to play something else in the Clin so Doom bots can populate across and win it. A lot of stats on the right though. Ooh, Captain Marvel is lovely. When can I snap on into an open beta? If you Google Marvel Snap sideload, you could have been playing last month even. Dr. Doom and Stan, I think. Dead to Spectrum. Oh yeah, super dead to Spectrum.
Defeat.
Wait. Oh no, it's only +6. Yeah, that's fine. I've been playing. I'm just hoping for open beta. Yeah, I don't have any insider information yet. Second dinner. Ben Bro doesn't even follow me on Twitter, chat. I've got nothing extra. I just know exactly what you know. That's all I've got. My collection level is approximately 4,400. I received a full collection around level 4,100. However, they changed the end game collection progress during the beta. So future people that come after me are currently going to reach a full collection around level 3,100. So the 3,000-ish range is where you can expect to have a full collection in Marvel Snap currently, assuming no additional cards are added. No 1-drops, pass the turn. Now, the Vault and Magic have acute interactions. This says cards can't be played here on turn 6. However, Magic cracks that Vault back open on the 7th turn. Okay, I think we Green Goblin right now. Slide this one on over. Okay, so this is the Spectrum deck again, which honestly is probably not a great matchup for us. If I had to venture a guess. Things are going to cost one more on turn 5 as well. I guess I'm going to wave here, so that way I can still Magic on 5, I think is the plan. Ooh, they wonged me in the middle. Okay, so... Alright, Killmonger is great. Killmonger actually means that we win the Savage Lands on the last turn all on its own, which is phenomenal. So I think I'm going to Magic into the... I'm going to Magic into the Dream Dimension. I don't want to fill the Vault if I can avoid it because of Mojo. Although I guess Killmonger also takes care of that, though, right? Dr. Doom here in the middle. So final turn, we're not winning center. I need to win right. And they're gonna Spectrum middle. They're gonna Spectrum middle and everything's gonna kick up 4 power. That's fine though, right? I just do this, then we win. Long friends. Yeah, solid. Went left and right, no problem.
Victory.
Hey, Don, thank you for the super chat there. I appreciate the submission. Let's do Sarah plus Wave Sara-Wave plus pull 2. Would you like me to do that tonight? I want to play a few more games with this deck, but I'm happy to flip over to do that after I feel like I'm done with this one, if you're down for it tonight. Otherwise, it can happen on stream at some point in the future. Let me know. Someone said, where do you contact me about deck building commissions? If you go to jeffhoagland.com, there is a submit deck link on there. If you've got something kind of wacky you're not sure I'm going to take. And I do not, unfortunately, have bots set up with nice commands for the YouTube yet. This plus wave is my collection. All right, you have Daredevil, Sarah, Crossbones, Giganto. Giganto we might use. He's pretty solid. Cool, cool, cool. Wave Sarah is a good core though. Would Shang-Chi mid have killed a lot of things? Not because we didn't have priority, or because we have priority, no. YouTube does have moderation tools, but I'm just kind of letting it chill until we get to a point where it feels like we need them. I don't think we're gonna be there anytime soon. We're still pretty cozy as far as YouTube streams go. Looks like we're up to 100 people here for the evening. That's pretty solid. Honestly, I feel like turn 1 Sunspot into my Killmonger, I should just snap on principle. Like that increases the odds that we win a good bit. Okay, you know what, chat? Fair is fair. Fair is fair. They got a 6-drop. We got a 6-drop. Green Goblin looks pretty good in the Doctor Doom. Let's gum the works up a little bit. All of our stuff is gonna slide at the end of this turn. Drop Kingpin for stats. Yeah, this Doctor Doom art is gorgeous for sure. Okay, so they just passed, which means they're probably gearing up for Infinite, but this line beats Infinite, right? Kingpin does not ever kill Captain Marvel, correct. Kingpin kills stuff on turn 6. Captain Marvel moves after the final turn, so we're no longer on turn 6 when she moves. Wait, what? Why did my Kingpin die?
Victory.
Was that a bug? How did my Kingpin die when he got moved by Magneto? That has to be a bug, right? Weird. He moved on turn 6 to the lane with Kingpin. Okay, maybe that is intended then. I guess so. speed streets out there. I actually just finished watching Hawkeye last night, actually, with Kingpin in it. Is that spoilers? I'm sorry, that might be spoilers to say Kingpin is in Hawkeye. I apologize if we think those are spoilers. I play Doctor Doom to the left. Doombots, ippy-dop-a, Doombots, dippy-dop, the Doombots, bippy-dop-a, doo. Yeah, yeah. Gonna draw one of our 3s this turn. Nice, that's a wonderful 3. I'm just playing Magneto left. Giganto is larger than Magneto, chat, and there's an armor here, so I can't even mess him up. I'll play Magic, because she'll crack the vault open for us on the last turn. What do they play left? Vision, okay. Andrew, thank you for the membership. I appreciate the direct support. Thanks for keeping me around. Chat, if you like someone's stuff and you're in a position to be able to financially support, even just donating $1 per month is more than if you watched every ad on every video they make in a month. Which is why I have that base tier there. I think we're probably torched, right? I could Shang-Chi the Infinop, then there's no way where they're not adding at least 3 to the right, so we'll bounce out for 1 cube.
Escaped.
Also, if you sign up for any of the YouTube membership levels here on this channel, you get access to my private supporters only Discord server. We have active channels in there talking about Snap, Magic, Pokemon Unite, politics, sports, food, all sorts of great topics. I participate in a good deal of them, especially the Snap channel. Well, Polaris can pull the ninja around if we want it to be somewhere else, which is cute. Judson, this avatar, and an Electra here on 1 probably means they're a bot. The YouTube stuff syncs automatically. It's wonderful. Alright, so we have 8 resources this turn. This might be a Polaris plus Captain Marvel angle for the sake of resource efficiency. Hey, thanks for the support, Infamy. Appreciate it. Well, to be fair to Twitch, the Discord sync not working is Discord's fault, not Twitch's fault. Credit where credit is due. Chia Vulture here. Feels like I believe in magic angle. Just to see where things shake out post Heimdall. Probably decent for us with Doom and Magneto and Marvel on board, honestly. Opponent snapped. Alright, let's Doombot and see what you do. You just do this and then we win, right? You normally play Magic on turn 5 or turn 6. It depends on what the rest of the curve of my hand looks like. So, for example, if I want to play Doctor Doom into Magneto, we need a Magic on 5. However, if I want to like Shang-Chi Killmonger on 7 as a surprise, usually you want a Magic on 6. It depends. Magic's probably one of the hardest cards to play in Marvel Snap, which is one of the reasons why it's difficult for some people to see that she's so broken. She's very easy to not play optimally. Kingpin combos with Magneto and what else? It's also a soft combo with Polaris, but it's just like a fine stat line too. 4 power for 3 resources is fine. No 1-drops here, obviously. It's a very pretty Ant-Man. We have Killmonger here for it as well, which is nice. Superflow is slick, so I get to go rescue left into Marvel left, and honestly, I think I'm gonna snap on that. I got a really solid range here. Okay, so this Ant-Man made me think it was a bot. The Mr. Fantastic into the Superflow confirms it's a bot. The move archetype is not competitive. The numbers in the deck just aren't good enough. I think 2 things need to happen to the move deck to make the archetype competitive. The first is that some of the numbers on the cards just need to be bigger. I don't know which ones, but just like they should close their eyes at random and make some of the numbers bigger. The second thing that needs to happen to make the movement deck more competitive is that Heimdall needs to give you control over which direction your cards get pushed. Heimdall should say, if you play me to the left, your cards slide right, and if you play me to the right, your cards slide left. Part of the problem that the move deck has is that it's so predictable what Heimdall is going to do and where your power is going to be on the last turn. So I would both make some of the numbers bigger, and I would give the move player agency over what's happening where. Hey, Anthony. FYI, I think you technically still get ads when you join as a member, and I need to check with my settings to see if I can change that. I'm still new to the whole YouTube thing, and I'm also still playing catch up on. Exactly. Oh my god, did I just lose because of the Cosmo? Holy fuck, the cheating bots, chat. Alright, I was just talking and clicking, it's whatever, I don't care about the cubes, but obviously we should have played this here. There is a setting, Socio, to have your YouTube display screen name, by the way. A few people have been changing theirs from real names to their Twitch handles, but if you're fine with your real name, what kind of weirdo would use their real name on YouTube, chat? That's just strange. That's fine, chat. I could have played around the cheating bot there. Could have played around the cheating bot. I'm just gonna retreat because I don't really feel like playing against another bot. Maybe we'll just queue up and it'll be a bot again, but we'll see. We'll see. Dear Marvel Snap, more human players, please, for the love of God, open up your beta in more regions. This might be a bot too, but we're gonna play it, I guess. Have a good night, Andrew. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, definitely a bot. All right, we're gonna play this bot game, and then I'm going to do the build-around submission that we had submitted by Don. My full legal name is xmarvel2630. We just call him Little Bobby Tables for short, chat. That is, in fact, his full legal name.
Opponent snapped.
Ooh, we get to rescue the Karmatage and then Captain Marvel it. I consider Maximus over Kingpin. I think Kingpin is adorable, and you will pry him from my cold dead hands. Maximus is fine, but I like Kingpin with Magneto. Don't forget to sanitize your database inputs. Okay, so now if I magic here, their Jessica Jones is gonna pop to 10, and then we can Shang-Chi JJ next turn, which sounds great. Look at the little baby Hulk, chat. He's so much littler than my rescue.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Higher, further, faster, baby. Are the bot names based on Marvel characters? Nah, there's a few different formats that they follow. They actually did a pretty good job obfuscating the bot names. If the bots played the game slightly better, it would be difficult to tell based off of the names. So I got 4 days left. I need to do 14 more of these. So I should have plenty of time to do that. All right, let's work around. Let's work on a. Let's work on a deck building submission. So, for those of you that are new, a service that I offer here on the channel is you can send me a deck or a deck idea or your card pool, and I will work to build a deck around the restrictions that you give me. So Don has... Hold on 1 second. I had Don's card pool here. Don has all of Pool 1 and Pool 2, plus Sara, Patriot, Daredevil, Electro, Gambit, Crossbones, Giganto, and Wave. The key ones of those are Sara and Wave. Sara and Wave actually make a really fun 1-2 punch together. I've been past 80 before. We've been rubber banding back and forth between like 78 and 82 as I get bored and concede to bots. So this 3-card core is really sweet. So you wave and play Sara on turn 4, and then Sara makes your Odin 1 cheaper, so you can Odin your wave on turn 5, and then on turn 6, all of your cards cost 3, and all of your opponent's cards cost 4, so you get to make 2 plays, and they only get to make 1 play. And then the goal of the rest of the deck is to, 1, maximize having 2 big plays on that turn 6 that you can have. And then also trying to make sure the rest of the deck is cohesive enough that you have a functional deck when this doesn't come together. So the rest of this needs to be filled out with Pool 1 and Pool 2 cards. Chavez is wonderful, and I have a gold background altar art Chavez. So she's definitely good. Slide her in there. We do not have a Black Widow, unfortunately. Black Widow would be nice because she combos with Wave and Odin, but we do not have that one. So we gotta decide what else do we want to be doing here. We have Daredevil, so we could just pile in... We could pile in the Daredevil combos, so we could play Daredevil plus Professor X. Ah, that's great, Gruds. What's going on? Giganto could be good. What are the other Pool 1 6 drops? For bigger plays, we could Blue Marvel technically. We have Chavez. We have Chavez for one of our 6s guaranteed. They just want another one. They have Giganto as another. Giganto's a little bit restricted in where you could play, obviously. Probably just better as Hulk. Doctor Doom is not a starter card. I think it's probably just Hulk, honestly. Oh, another fun thing we could do, and I've done this before, you could play Onslaught too. So you could wave into Sara into Onslaught, and then Onslaught with Sara gives your cards -2 cost. And then like your turn 6 can be like Shang-Chi, Killmonger plus another 3-drop because they all cost -2. Just go absolutely crazy. I don't hate that. Maybe let's try the Onslaught variation. Because Onslaught also plays fun with Claw. So what's the math? If you Onslaught Sara on turn 5, you can play Claw as a 3-drop, Shang-Chi as a 2-drop, Killmonger as a 1-drop. It is, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot to do on the last turn. And then Claw into Onslaught is also a nice, just like 1-2 again, just like trying to make the rest of the deck cohesive when we don't have exactly the combo lined up. Yeah, I think if we wanted the Hulk as opposed to Onslaught, or like a stat stick, I think Hulk's probably better. And then, do we Domino, or do we round out with... Or do we round out with, like, other 2-drops? Yeah, Sunspot could be... Sunspot could be okay. I don't think we have quite enough ongoing for Sarah. For Spectrum. I think we also, just, like, have enough 6s. Oh, we're a Killmonger deck. Yeah, you can't Sunspot. What are the pool 2/2s? One card that would be one you'd want to keep an eye out for in pool 3 is Psylocke is a good addition to this deck because you can Psylocke on 3 into Sarah on 4 just like Wave. Yeah, we could just play Lizard. I don't mind Lizard as just a stat stick. At 5 versus 2, it's fine. We can also just like play a Koye. Could be fine. Scorpion's also fine. What if our last 2 cards are just 2-drops then? Let me go like a Koye Lizard. Think I'm into it. So the problem with Electro is what our deck is looking to set up is playing 2 cards on the last turn. Don actually has Electro, but Electro prevents us from playing 2 cards on turn 6. Which is ultimately what we're going for. Is everybody freaking out tonight, by the way? Awesome to have over 100 people in here for a little impromptu YouTube live stream. We're doing some random evening streams here on the Snap channel as time permits, and I'm looking to play a little bit. Remember, if you enjoy the content, you want to help it reach more people, make sure you tap the like button. Shout out to the 83 people that did that already. All right, I mean, if we find our copy of Wave, we do have our 3-4-5 combo set up, which is nice. Okay, Project Pegasus gets us, hey, look, and there's a copy of Wave, sure. All right, do we Wave anyways? Thanks for dropping in, Games, or Jeans. I'm looking forward to the steady set. Actually, I should play this middle, right? I think they're a bot, so they might cheese us out here with the Omnipotent. They didn't, and we got rewarded for not playing to Atlantis. Yeah. So, the cheating bots actually know the outcome of RNG plays like Morph when they play them, FYI. Which is why they are so difficult to play against. Yes, they know all the RNG outcomes. They know what Scarlet Witch is gonna do. They know what Morph is gonna do. All of it. Okay, so if I claw here and lizard here, we should be good, right? I'm trying to envision a permutation that we lose this, and I don't see one. It's like, I guess Doctor Doom gets us, maybe? Do you think this is a human? I guess it could be a human, maybe. I guess based on the cosmetics, this could be a person and not a bot. I guess this cosmetic isn't very high. They could have just been fortunate. It's tough to know. They might be a person. Either way, I'm happy with my play. I'm like, they knew we had Claw to counterplay Murder Worlds.
Animated frame.
Level 40, chat. We're gonna finish our season pass, no problem. Get all these Punisher boosters. I know chat loves getting boosters as rewards. It's their favorite. Chat's never gotten a booster they were unhappy with. Okay, we've got 2/3 of our combo here. We've got Sara-Wave-Odin. We just need to pick up a copy of Wave in our next 2 draws. There are 8 cards in our deck, one of which is Chavez. So we've got 1 in 7 followed by a 1 in 6. So after turn 4, swap the positions on location. So I actually don't want to play to Kiln because Kiln's going to be somewhere else here now because of the Starlight Citadel. Wave. Nailed it. Hey, I think we snap on the combo draw here. Oh, you know what? Kiln could end up here in the center, right? Which would not be great for me. Means I can't Odin my Wave. Okay, we drew Onslaught though, right? So that kind of plays around by mistake. Well, shit. I mean, this is still fine though, right? So it's like Chavez here, and then we're winning all 3. I think we're still in an okay spot. Onslaught doubles Sarah normally if we don't get Enchantress. So I would have 2 cost reduction on everything here. If they hadn't gotten us. We did upgrade our Chavez back. Look at that. They even emoted nice and then they bailed out. Bye, friends. That was nice. Thanks for playing. Thanks for the cube. So, honestly, chat, games like that are one of the reasons why I think there's a lot of people that they look at games like that and their lizard brain just goes, I hate it, it's awful. I think games like that are actually a big part of why Marvel Snap's likely gonna be successful when it has a full release. I think a short game like that where I get to chuckle and feel good about what happened, even if it was a non-game, is good for the game itself. I think part of the reason Magic the Gathering has had the success that it has had over the decades is because of its high variance moments. And Snap does a really good job of packing similarly sweet and stinging feel bad high variance moments into short games where it feels a lot less bad. You know, in Magic, you can get stung with variance after an hour-long match. Here in Snap, it happens in 30 seconds and I get to laugh and then we both get to move on. It's a pretty reasonable experience overall. You can play Professor X into Death's Domain. He says, no, no, no. No touchy. Got the Psylocke here. I think this is Sarah Daredevil angle, right? What would I replace Daredevil with? I would slide Ben Bro to tenor and put Daredevil in the deck.
Wind aid my hand.
The goose is loose. So if I Killmonger here, they go to 6 power, so we'll be winning there. Do I want to wave is the question. I think I do. I think I do. It's close though. Wow, they just didn't play into the flooding. That really surprises me. I was expecting them to play into the flooding here. They just didn't. Uh-uh. A less sarcastic answer to what would I replace Daredevil with? If you cut Daredevil from this deck, you need to also cut Professor X, because it's just not good without Daredevil. Speaking of, what if I Professor X here, they're going to 11, we're going to 11, and then I have to win the tiebreaker, right? I don't know that we could win the tiebreaker, right, is the problem. We're probably just rinsed off here. I can, like, Odin in the middle, but then I'm only going to 17, and they're going to 11, so they probably beat me. I think we just bounce out here.
Escaped.
And as to what you would replace Daredevil and Professor X with, probably another 2 and 3 drop. Professor X, right. This is not a bot yet. Bots do not have white bordered cards like this. This is a human being. Well, so the thing to understand about how live streams work is live streams have a lot of people that cycle in and out over the course of them. So even though we have 106 viewers and 93 likes, I would wager there are a lot more than 13 people that haven't pressed the like button for the stream yet, even though there's only a 13 differential, because some of the people who pressed the button earlier have bounced out to go do other things by now. For example, my YouTube dashboard here tells me that this stream currently has 373 views. So the web page with the stream on it has been opened almost 400 times. And some of those views could be repeats of the same people, but a lot of them probably aren't. So we probably had about 350 people, or 300 people is probably a good estimate, enter through over the course of the evening. So about a third of them have tapped the like button. That's a good ratio. I would venture to guess. Ooh. Daredevil with Space Throne's kind of good, huh? Kind of let you know what they're doing there. Especially if Mr. X can show up. Everything is very cheap all the time, Chip. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Am I about to get Professor X on the left? They played Sarah of their own. Okay. Interesting that they elected to put Sarah into the Space Throne. I mean, I guess we just Lizard here, right? Can we chill for now? Yes, Pegasus is the hot location or feature location, whatever it is. How do we feel about Onslaught Claw here? I think I'm into it. Chat, if you're gonna spend any amount of money on Marvel Snap, the Season Pass is the best bang for your buck. It's a guaranteed card plus a bunch of other extras if you get through to level 50 on it. And if you have any amount of spending money in your entertainment budget, throw Marvel Snap a tenner. You probably play more than 10 hours of Snap a month. And a dollar an hour for an entertainment budget, or a better ratio than that even, is like pretty reasonable, all things considered. We could lose this. They could definitely just like vomit a bunch of crap onto the board here with their Sara plus negative having flipped some stuff around. So I'm gonna stay in for a cube, but I'm not snapping here even though we have a sizable lead on the right. Is there a best deck to beat the omnipotent bots? Never feel bad about asking a question again if I miss it. Any decks that can put lots of power into play. So this deck our opponent is playing is actually a really good choice for beating up bots. Yeah, vomiting power into play is the best thing you can do. Well, they stole my claw. They stole my onslaught. I guess stealing onslaught's better than stealing claw for me. Using the cheapest gold cost option, the pass is about $15 worth of golden credits for $10 plus the card. Yeah, it's a good ratio. I might still win this. This deck's been super reasonable, Don. Like I said, I think this core is good. I think the Sara-Odin wave core is pretty reasonable. We're gonna die here. Is this gonna be an Iron Man on the right? Shang-Chi's. When does this deck play Shang-Chi's, chat? Brutal. You know what's funny? I almost played Professor X here, too. If I would have played Professor X, we would have beat him. Should have done it. Honestly, Professor X plus Shang-Chi of her own was only 2 less power than Odin. I definitely should have played those here. It was a mistake on my part. Shang-Chi can be counter meta from Pegasus. Yeah, that's true. There's a little bit more fatties. I think the only thing this deck that we're currently playing is kind of budgeted on is, like I mentioned while building, I think this deck would like a Psylocke over the Lizard is probably the swap. Or over something. Lizard's actually pretty okay. Something. This deck definitely wants a Psylocke though, if you have one. Okay, so Superior Judge, this Avatar, this Agent 13, probably a bot. Oh, you know what? I should play Sara in the middle so I can claw plus onslaught in the middle as well. Okay, so definitely a bot. Yeah, I'm hoping it to play with the actual Thanos card soon. That sounds like yes. Wonder how the cheating bots interact with Professor X, Star-Lord, and Cable. Alright, so we do this and then we snap them, right? Because the locations are actually just all full. Thanos already in the game. Thanos isn't collectible though. No one can open a copy of Thanos in Marvel Snap currently. God, the bots are dumb. Oh God, they're dumb. This is why, like I said, even when you beat the bots, it's just mind-bogglingly dumb.
Victory.
You didn't know Thanos was a collectible. Yeah, Thanos and Galactus, or whatever his name is, aren't collectible. There's a few here. I can show you. There's a few outlines in here. So if we filter and show unowned, and then search for recent, there's a few cards in here. So Galactus and Thanos are both cards you can flip up from random locations. And then there's some outlines of some other cards that have been found in data mines. And if you haven't seen me review some of these, if you look here on the channel, there's a playlist of card data mines where I go through some of the text they currently have. Like, you gotta tell, like, this is She-Hulk, for example. Yeah, I've got a couple of VODs with the data mine cards. This is the Tribunal. I covered most. I don't know all these characters from just their outlines, though. This is Agent Coulson. But there's text that was data mined from those. And obviously that text could be subject to change, but if you want to get an idea of what could be coming. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Do 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 do. We even get to Shang-Chi the Hulk here. Think they'll be behind a paywall or a new pool? Impossible to know, Jacob. I will say, based on how the season pass cards were added and how they originally intended to handle... Yeah, they snapped back. Let's do it. And how they originally intended to handle the Nexus events, I would assume any new cards that are added to Snap, you're either going to have to pay gold or cash for, or you're going to have to wait 2 months to get them on the collection track. See you, bud. Swordmaster? Are they, Huh. Are they a holodeck? Trains are going nowhere, chat. If they have a claw, they got us. Maybe I'm supposed to play a claw of my own to play around it. Nope, they're a holodeck. Oh my gosh, we lost by 1. Brutal, savage, wrecked. We've been farmed, chat. Take it out to pasture. Maybe I'm not supposed to save the Shang-Chi for the last turn. Maybe we're just supposed to Shang-Chi up front so I can be more resource efficient. Ooh, new variants. New variants. I don't think I want any of these. Chat, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Every time I open the variant shop and there isn't one I feel compelled to buy, my wallet sighs a little bit in relief. This is a pretty good Deadpool, though. It is kind of a good Deadpool. No, I don't know if I can do it, though. I don't know if I like it enough. Is this the best Deadpool? Whenever I think I might buy a variant, I go and double check. All right, I think the Naya Cat is probably the best one. I don't care for the super cartoony ones. This one, it might be this one. I don't really love the Venom variants. It's either the taco here or the cat one. I'm undecided, so I think that means we don't buy it. What's that website? That is snap.fan. Ammo Lab. Koyo seemed like she was going through some stuff recently. Koye, I believe in you. So so Daredevil is not an on reveal. It's if this is on play on turn 5, this thing happens. So I actually don't want Daredevil to turn into a Hulk here. Hello. Yes, getting my Sarah on turn 3 is a good beat. Morph is a very good card if you are lucky. Okay, yep. Seems good.
Opponent snapped.
I think there's a chance we win right, huh? Because she'll be 13 and they'll be -3 here for Monster Metropolis. I could lose this, but I think there's a world where Chavez wins right, so I'm gonna stay.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Wow, we were actually really close to winning this because they messed up. So if they would have Angela'd and then Iron Man and then Mystiqued, they'd be +4 power here. So that should have been less close if our opponent had played it properly. Really lucky morph on their part, obviously. Getting to hit our Sarah there at random, but that's how it be sometimes. Well, I think playing Onslaught with Devil Dino is probably a mistake, Tyler. Onslaught is good at, like, enabling combos, like we're trying to set up in this deck with Sarah specifically. Or it's good with stuff like Claw that puts extra power into other locations. No, I don't think Z2 is very good. It's just a bad card. The TLDR. The Blevins, and Blevins did not play into Miniaturized Labs, they're playing Destroy Stuff. Agatha, hello. 26 that are worth in the dinner deck. You should probably be playing Iron Man. If you haven't seen it already, on the front page of this YouTube channel, there is a something I call my starter series, which is pool 1 and 2 only decks. You should look at the collector deck there. It's from before collector was nerfed, but it's still pretty good. Man, do I even want to play Professor X here? I kind of don't, right? Can I just Shang-Chi, right? And like, pass them all of these? Okay, so this is the YOLO play, right? So we just blade into Hela and we hope to get him. That's the my brain is huge line. All right, nailed it. What a true skill game, chat. This was certainly the content line. Content was created here on your screen. Oh, we got new missions too. 100 power worth of cards. Play 1 cost cards. All right, we're not finishing that one with this deck. Win matches. We can work on that one. Alright, we're gonna do like 2 or 3 more and then I'm gonna call it a night, chat. Pokemon Unite has a patch rolling out this evening, so I wanna wake up bright and early so I can see what they did with that tomorrow morning. Patch is supposed to be live at like 2 a.m. Central, so I'm gonna roll out of bed at like 6 or so. Double my ongoing effect. Chat, Lizard has an ongoing effect. He can get doubled in the middle. It's exciting. I feel like I need to swap out my blue light glasses for sunglasses every time Colossus flips up. It's like, you're so bright, bro. We're just skipping here. All right, deck, one of your finest Odins, please. Green Goblin with Punisher is kind of a sick combo, huh? This is a bug, chat. It's very, very obviously a bug. Or a couple of small graphical glitches in this patch. Oh, right. We technically knew Chavez was coming here, right? Oh, wait a minute. If I do this, this thing is big enough for Shang-Chi to kill, right? That's actually kind of hilarious. Alright, yeah, ship it. Spy 1, what a tilter. Is so busted, chat. So, someone had said the black card glitch happens when you like tab out of the app and come back to it, or like another app pops up over it. I've never had it happen here while I'm playing on BlueStacks, but I'm also only doing this on the Android instance. But yeah, hopefully the black card bug as well as the Colossus thing are fixed in the next patch. Ant-Man with Killmonger in my opener is a good start for us. I would love to pick up a copy of Daredevil. Okay, so this is probably the Spectrum ongoing deck. I'm so happy the Spectrum deck is a competitive real deck now, chat. I think that deck is sweet. Now, when I try and get them with Professor Cheese, I will need to keep in mind the fact that they can get +2 to 4 power wherever they play out at. Yeah, so you can download the Unite update, but you can't actually log in to play online, Zex. Is usually how it works. So like I downloaded it on mobile a little while ago. Omega Red, interesting.
Opponent snapped.
So they're obviously gonna play into here, right? So I should Chavez here, so that way they don't overwhelm me in these spots.
I am Iron Man.
Rip.
Defeat.
So could still be a Spectrum build, but Omega Red, a neat tech card there. All right, chat. I think that's gonna be it for me for the night. I streamed like 7 hours of Magic today. We've been here for almost 2 hours. Thanks to everybody who dropped by. Extra thanks to the people that tapped the like button while we were here. Keep an eye up on the channel for a deck highlight coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna have another one of those posted here And appreciate the folks that engage with it. And make sure you're subscribed here so you get notifications on when I'm going live with other stuff. We're going to be doing some sporadic evening and other time streams here when my time permits. Peace, folks.